Thank you for the special invite. I feel like I'm in a room with celebrities. I've probably stalked most of you on LinkedIn, so I feel very blessed. Thank you for the invite.
Well, and Ozzy, tell us a little bit about what you do. I see you everywhere, and it's so good that you're on one of our Zooms. Tell us a bit about what you do, Ozzy.
Yeah, just a quick wrap down. I've always got a yin and yang life. So I've got a professional life. I work in a credit fraud organization as a product architect, sitting between business and technical. And my yang side is I love food. I love the food industry. I love everything about it. I've been doing it since 13 and 9 months. I just partnered with a great in the industry, and we're doing end-to-end ordering solutions. So everything from robots to smart lockers to ordering integration, everything. So yeah, the two loves of my life.
Oh, Ozzy, we're so honored to have you. Let's round of applause to Ozzy. And Ozzy, please share your LinkedIn link so we can all connect with you.
Will do. Thank you so much.
There we go. So Ozzy and I go way back, and great to have Ozzy with us. I just want to say a big welcome to you legendary winners. Now, tonight's a networking, so we're going to do a stack of networking. Then a bit of an interesting story, actually. Our guest speaker got laryngitis, and they couldn't make it, right? Anyway, so what happened was I actually rang around and spoke to a few people saying, do you want to be guest speaker? And all of them said, no. Can you be guest speaker tonight and talk about sales? And about 3 people said that. I'm like, so you don't want to you want me to be the guest speaker? Yes, Ed, we want you to talk about sales. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do that. And then who appears is my friend David Quinn Watson. And I thought, right, so I'm going to talk about sales once we do the networking. I'm going to rope in my friend David Quinn Watson. David Quinn Watson, did you want to say a quick hello and tell us what you're thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking the stars have aligned, Ed. So the gods have brought us together. I wasn't going to be here, but I left what I was doing earlier this afternoon and decided, no, I'm coming. Yeah, it's great to be here. So that's what I'm thinking.
Now, you've had you've had a 35-year plus sales career, haven't you?
Well, only the last 12 years. My story, Ed, was very briefly was that very early on in my 40-plus year career in financial services, I got a very limited belief about sales. I thought it had to be what I call sleazy. Think used car salespeople. But when I was in my mid-50s, I actually set up my own business, and a lot of the clients I'd had previously followed me into that business, and I realized I actually had sold them. As you say, Ed, it's all about know, like, and trust, and they'd got to trust me, and so they knew I could do it for them. And so I actually had overcome that limiting belief, and now I help people learn the lessons that I learned in business and in life only a whole lot more quickly.
Oh, brilliant, David. That's why we got you here. Round of applause to David. Just amazing. Now, what I want to do is I want to go straight into the networking without further ado. Is it ado or ado? I don't know. My English is awful. So what we're going to do is we're going to go straight into the networking because tonight's a different type of night. So what I'd love you to do is if you want to say hello in the Zoom reaction bar, hit the hands up key. So you put your little hands up. And like always, be brief, concise, and very clear in what you're doing. And don't be a waffle. Be focused, because the more concise you are, the more people are going to love you. So that's it. All the hands are going up. That's what I want to see. And once we get through everyone, we're going to take a group photo, and David and I are going to talk about Sales 101. And let's open the floor of Kemi Adequimby. How you doing? Oh, hey, we've got Amir coming in. By the way, Amir wasn't going to come, but Amir's coming. We love Amir. Kemi, how you doing, Kemi? What's going on?
I'm good. It's nice to be here as always. Nice to meet new people and old. So yeah, I'm Kemi from London. I'm not in a bush. I'm all about health and wellness and beauty and so much more. I'm based in London. I think I said that. Yeah, and also I'm not sexist.
Yeah, you're not sexist. You're from London and you're not sexist and you're into health.
So if anyone's interested, I'll put my details in the chat box. Thanks for having me here. Also, I like to be positive. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah,
I love it. My new LinkedIn bio is going to be Edward Zia, not sexist, positive. And that's awesome. I'm just going to be not sexist and positive. That's awesome. Love you, Cami. Oh, my God, it's Christine Bell. How you doing, Christine Bell?
I'm good. I was just thinking, I really actually remember Kimmy's tagline, what she says every time now. So it's consistent, which is good. So you remember it and it's simple. I love it, Kimmy. Anyway, I'm Christine. I'm a customer strategist and I love aligning my clients' offer and the marketing with their customers' needs and wants. I'm specifically interested in understanding your unique value proposition and aligning that with your target's needs and wants and your energetic vibration. I use a lot of market research, a lot of times looking at your customers and also your competitors. And I'm all about that. So if you have that strategy at the very top, then you're going to have consistent messaging throughout the whole thing, whether it's social media, content, etc., branding. That's what I'm all about. I have a target strategy workshop coming up and it's starting in November. So I'll put the lead page in there if you want to have a look at it. And that's me.
Christine, we love you. Amazing. And oh my God, it's Annie Burke. How you doing, Annie Burke?
Hi, Ed. Hi, everyone. For those of you who haven't met me, I'm an animal-human relationship enricher. So I have conversations with animals who are living and animals in spirit and answer their parents' questions, which can really help deepen the relationship and bring peace of mind. And I'm very excited this week because the highlights of having conversations with animals in spirit is when they know that their soul can reincarnate and they find a body that they can come back in so that they can come back to their humans. And I knew nothing about this till one of my cats let me experience it. And now I just experience it so many times with clients. And so today and yesterday, I got sent messages from two of my clients with photos of who they think their animal has come back as, just wanting me to check. And yes, I've checked and my soul's confirmed that it's their animals who have come back. So that's so exciting. One cat and who's a kitten and one dog. So I'm just waiting to get the updates from the reunions when they get them home, and then I'll share their stories and photos. But it's just fabulous. So if any of you would like to connect with your animal in spirit, please just message me. I'm happy to help you.
Annie, this is amazing. We need to make a Netflix series based on you. That'll be awesome. There you go. There you go. I have returned. I love it, Annie Burke. Give it up. Love it. Janine Vosper. How you doing, Janine Vosper?
Well, thanks, Ed. Just as I take a drink of water, a cup of tea, actually. I'm a personal brand authority strategist. So what I do is I help people find the right client, use the right words to be able to connect with them, and then enable people to buy from them. So my background is in sales and speaking. So building brands, not necessarily online, but building brands in front of people, because that's what we do in 2022 is we buy from people and getting to know people. So the better you can present yourself, the more likely people will connect with you. So my business is Speech Perfect and it's Janine Vosper.
Oh, Janine in the zone. Round of applause to you, Janine Vosper. Big welcome. And oh my God, we got Sheena Kane with us. And Sheena Kane's one of our, not tonight, but one of our upcoming guest speakers. How you doing, Sheena Kane?
Oh, not too bad up here in the Yarra Valley, thank you. So apart from a bit of localised flooding and car accidents and trees across the road, we're not doing too badly up here.
Sorry to hear that. That kind of sucks.
It's not been too bad. It could be far worse. I think northern New South Wales and southeastern Queensland have copped it a lot worse.
Yes. Yes. So good having you with us, Sheena Kane. What sexual harassment stories have you got for us tonight?
Oh, actually have been dealing with a company that's had a bit of a long-term sexual harasser. Not the stereotypical one, somebody who seems to have a lot of problems making relationships with the opposite sex. And basically does a few things that aren't quite right. He's socially extremely very awkward, and when he does something, he does it very badly. So I've been working out strategies to deal with him and perhaps send him to counselling.
So send him to counselling and then maybe lock the door as he goes out, huh, Sheena?
That may be part of it, I think, in the longer run, yes.
Oh, Sheena, we love you. Sheena's the top HR consultant protecting workers and people, and Sheena, so good to have you with us.
Oh, thank you, everyone.
I love your work, Sheena. Sheena and I go way back, amazing lady. And oh my God, Mina Mystery. Mina and I were chatting all day on Telegram. How you doing, Mina Mystery? What's going on?
Hi, Ed. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. Very well, thank you. Yes, we had a lovely chat, even about the Muppets as well, and Little Miss Piggy. And
Miss
by the
Piggy.
way, the frog's name is Kermit. I managed to get the name. It's Kermit.
There we go. And that's a Miss Piggy and Kermit have like a weird love-hate sort of relationship going on that they don't talk about.
I think so. Yeah, absolutely. Hi, everyone. My name's Mina Mystery. I'm originally born and bred in London, UK. However, I live in Cape Town, South Africa. So Michelle, we'll have to meet up for a cup of coffee for sure. I work with CEOs and individuals in the area of health, wellness, and spirituality, and aligning their mind, body, and spirit. And that's me. That's what I do.
I love your work. I was thinking that before. I want selfies of Michelle and Mina in the next few days to come out on LinkedIn. That's expected. In fact,
we will do that for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, I want selfies. I want South African selfies. There you go. Love it. There you go. And oh my God, speaking of South Africans, we've got Almari. How you doing, Almari?
Hello, Ed and everyone. I'm happy to be here. I'm keeping myself a bit cozy this morning. We had our first summer rains, so I'm loving the rains. I'm loving summer, and I love South Africa. It's a beautiful country to live in. And I am a message creator for heart-centered entrepreneurs in the health and wellness space. So my tool is copywriting. I connect with entrepreneurs that's heart-centered. I want to bring your message to your audience from your heart, so you can connect with the heart of your clients.
Oh, Mari, we love you. Amazing. And there we go. And oh my God, David Quinn Watson. What are you thinking, David Quinn Watson?
Well, thanks, Ed. I've said my bit about what I do, so I'm going to make an appeal here, if you don't mind. I'll take my 30 seconds and just say, as I've mentioned in this group and other places, I support a young man in Africa, in Uganda, who started an orphanage, a charity organisation for abandoned and orphaned children there. And we really need to get the organisation up to sustainability. And so I've been talking with him about how we can do that. We need to raise some funds. And so I'm putting together a GoFundMe page and want to spread the word for that as wide as possible. So if anybody is prepared to share the link to the GoFundMe and the Facebook page, the LinkedIn page that we'll be building, I'd love to hear from them tonight. If you can throw just the word link share into the chat, and I will contact you and answer any questions you might have. And we'd love to sort of connect and spread the word. So thanks very much, Ed.
Appreciate you, David. Amazing, absolutely amazing. And oh my God, it's Simone Lord. How you doing, Simone Lord?
Hi, Ed. Happy Thursday, everyone. It's great to be here. I've had a super busy week connecting with a fair few of you on this call, actually, amongst many things. One of my things that I do each day is I am a manager of a program called Evolve, which helps business owners grow and scale. And we have a marketing event that we are bringing to Sydney on the 10th of December, which is a Saturday. So I really would love to welcome you to that event. We have a massive day plan, which isn't your standard marketing events where you just sit and listen. This is a workshop event where we're actually going to go through the full strategy of how to actually unpack all of your marketing. We have some really awesome key speakers as well. We have Adrian Lee coming to join us in Sydney. He will be teaching everyone in the room all about LinkedIn strategy and organic marketing, as well as Mal Chio, if anyone has heard from him. He is the CMO of RiderWare and former of Uber. So he's coming in to talk to us about marketing stuff, which is really cool. So I'd love to really just extend the invitation to everyone here to come and have a chat with me about the event. This is going to be a really fun event. It's normally a closed event, which is only for our private community members. And I've been chatting to Ed, and we've actually offered a discounted rate for all of the community members for that are here with Edward and Lassie, which is awesome. So all of you Sydney-siders, or if you're willing to travel to Sydney, I would love to have a chat to you. I'm going to drop in a link in the chat that gives the details about the event. The event is actually priced at $1,100 for the day, but we're actually offering all of Ed's community members a discount of $347, which is basically just the cost of the catering and room hire. So it's going to be in the Vibe, North Sydney. So come and check it out. Come and join us for the day. It's going to be awesome. And I've actually convinced Christian to offer you guys a signed book of his as well. So he has an Amazon best-selling book called Business Growth Mindset. So I'd love to welcome you to come and spend the day with us. Come and chill out, do a marketing plan, and get a book as well.
Powerful. Simone, we love you. And Simone's also the guest speaker at our Sydney meetup the day before. So Simone, we're very excited.
Yeah, so that'd be really cool. If anyone wants to travel from any of the other meetups, if you're in Brisbane or if you're down in Melbourne, come and join us in Sydney. We can network with Ed and everyone on Friday and then stay the night and come and do our marketing event on the Saturday.
Yeah, drink alcohol, which is
we'll have to do a bit of a Christmas party or something that night.
Love your work, Simone Lord. We love you. Amazing. Highly recommend. I love Adrian Lee. Oh my God, Toms. What are you thinking, Toms?
Thinking I see lots of really amazing people here. I'm really happy to be amongst us here.
And they're sexy too. And they're sexy people as well.
Yeah, awesome. All of us.
Yeah.
All of us. And I'm going through a small transition from stress management because I have literally no stress in my life anymore. So I'm thinking to spice things up, and now I'm trying to make I am having a really magical life. So I'm trying to get other people to get their lives magical. And I'm coming from a background of being a web designer. So I'm kind of really good with programming. And I decided that programming websites is not as exciting as programming people's minds. So that's what I do. I take people who watch a movie on Netflix, get really pumped up, inspired of having really nice high emotions, and they don't know how to actually take them into real life and what to do with that energy. And I take that energy and make it practical into real life. And I also have a challenge coming up in a Christmas. It's going to be 33-day, most likely starting on a full moon on 8th of December. And it's going to go whole through Christmas, the hardest part when people are most stressed. And it's basically designed for the strong people who actually want to make the Christmas magical and stress-free.
Oh, fantastic.
Thank you.
Toms, we love you. Just amazing. And we got Brad with us. Brad was busy at the South Australian Chamber all morning, ripping up the place. Bravo for your chamber win, Brad. That's pretty cool. I used to be a chamber guy back in my younger days. It was awesome.
Yeah, Ed, I think I owe that credit to you to some degree because you encouraged me to kind of join that space. So, it was lovely in Adelaide, and I suspect there's about 300 people there, so it was nice to connect and take photographs and rub shoulders with some fancy people, some leaders in the industry, so it was great. So thank you to you for that nudge. So I'm Brad Stratham, calling out of Adelaide, the best city in Australia, apparently. And I'm a health and nutrition coach, and I help people lose weight and get healthy. So if you know of anyone that's looking for some professional accountability and support, then I'm the guy for them. That's me.
Brad, you're brilliant, highly recommended. Love your work. And oh my God, it's Linda Joy Ben. How you doing, Linda Joy? Great having you with us.
Thank you, Ed. Great to be here, and hello everyone. And Simone and I had a lovely chat, and so that was awesome. And also Christina, I met you in person when I was in Sydney, so that was fabulous to give you a big hug. So I help busy executives to step back from burnout and dissolve their symptoms, like the stress, which Tom's was talking about, as well as the overwhelm. I specialize in holistic health and healing. That includes the energy work, and I can identify the blocked energy that's causing the stress and anxiety and help them to have clarity to make clear choices and decisions, but also to sleep soundly. And Tom's, you talked magical. Every Monday I do magical Mondays, and I do intuitive card readings. So I'll pop the link in the chat if any of you would like a card reading. I'm happy to do that for you. And it's great to be here. And I'll put my LinkedIn profile link down there for anyone who I have not yet connected with. So,
Pleasure. Linda Joy, love your work. Round of applause to Linda Joy, which is amazing. And just as an honourable mention too, as I was saying, please share your LinkedIn links, use the chat, and also connect with each other on LinkedIn and book meetings afterwards. Make sure you book meetings with each other. Jolanta, how you doing, Jolanta? The floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. I am so happy to be here with you, and you have such a sexy way of introducing yourself, and it's something very new for me because I'm just the architect who turned into architect success coach. I'm located in Sydney, but I have a reach around the globe. And so what I'm looking for architects who are ready to increase their architect power and their revenue. So if you know anyone or you're one of them, please come and see me, and we can work out the strategies that will give you just that, who will help you to break away from 9-to-5 job and do extraordinary things and impact your communities. Thank you very much.
Jolanta, amazing. Round of applause to you. And oh my God, Christina Davey, great speaking to you today. How you doing, Christina Davey?
Always inspiring and such a great energy to chat to you. You know, every time you get a message from you, it's like, yay! So it was great this week to talk to Tom and see Georgina again. And I look forward to have a podcast about confidence with Eileen. We've been planning this for a while now, and we're finally going to have it on Wednesday the 2nd. So we are going to talk about youth confidence, confidence in dating, how they are, what we can use to really show up in a different way. Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a dating and relationship coach. I do work with women, helping them heal from past relationship and trust again to open their heart and learn and apply a new strategy. One quick tip for everyone is, no matter if you are in a dating scene or a relationship, here's a quick thing for you. You can always connect with someone better when you do a video call. So just if you are in a relationship, quickly press video call rather than just a phone call, and just even if you just blow a kiss to your loved one, it will just really brighten their day. And if you are in the dating scene, okay, do I even need to talk about the benefits of having a video call? First of all, you're going to know what they look like in the picture. And as well, obviously, you are going to, connect with them better because you are receiving more information, through all your through more senses. So for those of you who are looking for tips like that, make sure you connect with me. I'm on LinkedIn, and I look forward to hear from you.
Oh, Christina, love your work. Highly recommended. Appreciate you. John Attridge. How you doing, John Attridge?
Hello, everybody. Nice to see you all. Been a little while. I'm the author of Business Blunders and Bloody Great Ideas. It's the story of why 50% of people in business survive despite their best efforts not to, and the other half fail. Interesting thing, I've been in sales for 40 odd years. Those in Australia, MLC Life, I was the national sales manager at one point, in charge of hundreds of sales guys, and I always thought it was know, like and trust. But I got blown away this morning by a guy that Ed Zia will need to know, and his name is Michael Griffiths. I'll send you a link, and he makes sales attractive. And I thought that would tickle your fancy, Ed, by encouraging people to create oxytocin. So OXYTOCIN. I'll put a link in the chat. And therefore making yourself more attractive to the other person. So he argues that know, like and trust is a whole lot of BS. So it'll be interesting to hear what goes on with the next sales installment. Nice to see you all.
Good seeing you, John. Appreciate it. Georgina, how you doing, Georgina?
I'm really great. Thanks, Ed. And thank you for the Microsoft tips the other day. That was awesome.
Yes.
Very handy.
I love Microsoft and LinkedIn.
Oh, I know. All right. So, yeah, I'm a business consultant for women, and I help women to resource their businesses adequately. I had a good chat with someone this afternoon who does retreats and different things like that, to coaching as well. And what she does is what a lot of people do, is that they just use a CRM to collect their sales data, but they really have no idea how their business is going because they don't collect the expenses and that sort of stuff. So, but there's lots of numbers in business. There's numbers all around us in the universe. There's numbers, numerology, there is accounting, there is marketing. Everywhere we look is numbers. So if you would like to know more about your numbers, connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm also on Facebook as well, but yeah, mainly on LinkedIn. So please connect with me and we can have a chat.
Georgina, love your work. Round of applause to you, amazing Georgina. Thomas, great seeing you, wonderful Thomas.
Hello. Hi. My name's Thomas. I'm blowing away BS from your workplace. I'm a burnout and stress specialist, and I also then, to do that, I teach you how to manage your energy and regulate your emotions. The mind is the king of the senses, and the breath is the king of the mind. I teach you how to use your breath to manage your personal power. That's it.
Thomas, brilliant. Love your work, man. Round of applause. Karen, how you doing, Karen?
I am on top of the world, I just felt so good after posting all those photos on the LinkedIn. I don't know if you've seen them, from this morning, but I did tag some of you. So if I might have missed some of you, then I apologize. But then I hope that you do enjoy them. So in case if you don't know me, I'm a photographer. So I specialize in headshots, and I'm also keen to work with people like you who really want to boost your LinkedIn profile. I'm here to help you look your best and your absolute. And I want to see you look fantastic on screen and off screen. So if you're keen to connect with me, then just DM me for one-on-one chat and let's see how we go.
Oh, Karen, amazing. Love your work. And, oh my God, Eileen Avad. So good talking to you today, Eileen Avad. What's happening?
Oh, thanks, Ed. Yes. Ed is really incredible. All I was going to play his message that he left me, and immediately the phone rang. So it's how intuitive Ed is. So awesome. So thanks, Ed. My name is Eileen Avad. I'm a coach, a trainer, and a business mentor. But in particular, I love helping youth to build their confidence. I've been doing that for the last 14 years. And many parents who have seen this program wish they had this program available to them. And I thought, what if I were to make it from now to December, make an online program for you as well as for their parents? So that's what I do, helping them to build confidence. So at the same time, helping them to manage their emotions, because confidence is the key to all opportunity and possibility. So I have an information night for parents coming up on the 9th of November. If anyone knows of a parent who needs help with their youth, please, I'll share the link back again on the chat. Thanks, Ed.
Oh, Eileen, absolutely appreciate you. Love your work. And Jan, great seeing you, Jan. How you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Great seeing you, Jan. What's happening?
It's happening, yeah. Now sitting at the Brisbane River, actually enjoying the weather. I just came from the gym and had a beautiful run and a bit of stretching as well. So stay healthy, guys, and do something for your health. I believe your soul and your real being is really, really loving it. If you actually are hear that people are kind of on their spiritual awakening journey, like as collective, we are all kind of kind of start realizing new things, and it's quite an interesting time. What is happening currently? And there's on the 6th of November at 7 p.m. a masterclass from beautiful Annie Bird and me. So you are all welcome to save the date on the 6th of November at 7 p.m. And have you ever seen people really facing their fears and upgrading their life in all areas at the same time? You know, they do truly the best they can because they do what they love. You know, wherever they are in life, in the current moment, they do the best they can because they do what they love. You know, they have a courageous attitude, and they conquer every challenge. Well, this is what I help people do. And if you're currently in a state where you feel resistance in any area of your life, I encourage you to face your fear. Whatever it is, name it and go. Face it and grow.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much, beautiful people. Thank you, Ed. So yeah, you're all amazing, and you're more powerful than you currently imagine. Maybe you do, maybe you're not. Who knows? Only you know it. But thank you very much for being here, and I love you all.
Jan, amazing. Love your work. And also, too, want to give an honourable mention to amazing Amy Hammond. Amy, did you want to unmute Amy and say a quick hello?
I do. Thank you, Ed. Good morning, everybody. I've missed you all. It is good morning, Christina and Eileen. So I'm an early bird this morning. It's just after 5 a.m. I'm in Florida. But I wanted to also come on this morning because I'm doing I have a series that, thank you to Lassie and Edward, that I have started. It's called Intimate Conversations About. That's her business. And today at 11 o'clock my time, 8 a.m. my guest time, I am going to be speaking with O. Wheaton. And if you've got any curiosities at all about the Megaverse, she's an expert on this, and she's a fashion strategist in the Megaverse universe. So she and I are going to talk about, she's got a protest that she's organized for November 1st. So we're going to talk about that. And I would love it if you all would come on, and if you've got a late night, but replay it, please. And do share it. And she's looking for sponsorships as well to join her Megaverse. So it's just so interesting. So if you have any curiosities at all, please tune in. And thank you for having me on this morning, Ed.
Pleasure. Amy, round of applause. Now, I just want to grab some quick photos while we're all here. So please turn on your webcams and get ready. And we've got two screens I'm going to work over. So I'm going to do two sets of photos. So friends, turn on your cameras, get ready. What you want to do is you want to look into the camera and actually keep your eyes open and hold still so I can get a shot. So don't just do this, hold still so I can take the shot. All right. Hold still, Karen. Look at the screen, Karen. Good. All right. 3, 2, 1. Big smile and hold. Fantastic. That was screen one. Hang on, I'll save that onto my PC. And I'm just going to get screen 2. We've got 2 screens of sexy people. Now, my PC is chugging tonight, though. All right, so screen 2. All right, my legendary friends. Let's make sure that's saved all right. Hang on a sec. PC's doing weird shit as usual. There we go, got screen 1. All right, so screen 2. 3, 2, 1, smile and big hold, big thing, hold the pose. Hold the pose, 3, 2, 1, big smile. Fantastic, got the 2 screenshots. Now we're going to get to the expert slot shortly, but if you haven't spoken and you want to speak, this is your chance. So hit the hands up key in the Zoom reaction bar just so I can get you up to speak. So in the Zoom reaction bar, hit the hands up key. If you haven't spoken and you want to speak, now's your chance. So hit the hands up key. Well, actually, I want to give an honourable mention to one of my friends who's here. Amazing Mike Carlton. Mike and I haven't seen each other for years. Mike, so good seeing you. Did you want to say a quick hello while we got you, Mike?
Ed, I'm new to all this. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Mike. What's been happening all these years? And tell us what you do.
Good to see you. I've been following you on Facebook, and I've been so busy though. I just haven't had a chance to connect. But we are part of a company based in Penrith, which is in Western Sydney. It's a commercial cleaning company called Stainbusters Cleaning Systems, and we basically we go in and we will do commercial cleaning, domestic cleaning in relation to carpets, tile and grout, and all that kind of thing. Very exciting. It's probably the best job I've ever had. I've been doing it for coming up to 5 years now, and just absolutely loving it. It's really, really exciting. So, but I've been following you for years, and I figured, I need to connect with you to see how we can, encourage each other to grow the business. And but yeah, exciting times, and I just would love to get involved with what we do. So.
Mike, great to reconnect after all these years, and don't you love the Business Chamber? Great seeing you, Mike. And name's Mike Carlton. Mike, share your LinkedIn link if you can, so everyone can pick you up, which is good. But yeah, I think Mike Carlton and I go back to the Parramatta Chamber days. So there you go, a lot of old chamber contacts as well, the Business Chamber. And my friend Ash is with us. Amazing, Ash. We caught up yesterday in the not so mean streets of Sydney. How you doing, Ashley Raj?
Hi guys, I'm Ashley, and I'm a leadership coach, and I just started my journey, and I know Ed for a long time, maybe like 5 years now, and it was great seeing you yesterday, Ed.
Oh,
thank you for all the positive energy. You can see what a difference I have today. Thank you so much. That's about it, guys. Please feel free to connect in LinkedIn.
There you go. Round of applause to Ash. Ash and I go back many years. Amazing lady. And now, would anyone else like to say, if you haven't spoken, you want to say a quick hello, this is your last chance before we talk expert. Oh, I can see Ted waving. Ted, do you want to say a quick hello? Go, Ted.
G'day, Ed. How are you? It's been a long time too.
Welcome, Ted. The floor is yours. Tell us what you do, Ted.
Well, first of all, I saw your video today and I just had to reconnect with you. We're actually going on a cruise on the 12th of November, a couple of weeks away. And I saw your little video at the overseas terminal there today, and I thought, what a great time to catch up, because I'm involved in the travel industry, or more particularly the cruise industry. And we're taking our first cruise in a couple of weeks. So I'm really looking forward to showing you lots of photos and videos of what it's like on a cruise. I'm more deeply involved than I used to be with the cruise industry. We've formed a cruise club of over 1 million members now. So we're really kicking backsides, as it were. But no, good to be back, and I'll probably get more involved over the next few weeks.
It's a pleasure, Ted. And I go to Sydney, but there's cruise ships everywhere. So I've got cruise ships on the brain. Every day there's a new cruise ship. There you go. Another opportunity to catch. I won't say it. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. On a funny note, I probably shouldn't say this on a Zoom, but I was there at Ground Zero with the Ruby Princess.
Wow.
I was actually there on the day, and I was just wandering through like a weirdo. And I noticed there are all these trucks from Canberra everywhere talking about like government containment trucks. I'm sure this is nothing. And I did a video call with Lassie, and Lassie's like, get out of there. And I had no idea. So I was actually standing in Ground Zero of what ended up shutting down Sydney. And there you go. And I was just oblivious. So it was quite funny. It was like a movie. Get out of there. It was quite funny. There you go.
Well, it's all good though, mate. You can get COVID at the supermarket now.
There you go. Crazy times. And we got Sandy Diaz. What are you thinking, Sandy Diaz? You're awesome. We love you, Sandy Diaz.
Hey, hello everybody. I just love going last because I love to watch all of your facial expressions how your eyes move, how your little cues on your face change when you're speaking, and the words you're actually using. This is the kind of stuff that I love studying about people. And this is the kind of stuff that I love talking about and teaching. So, I teach people the communication skills and all those little cues that are really micro, and, you can't always control them. They all mean something. So, lovely to see you all. Lovely to see lots of familiar faces and a lot of new faces too. So let's connect. If we haven't, I'm going to put my link in here so you can all connect with me.
Oh, Sandy, brilliant. Love your work. Round of applause. All right, last chance to say a quick hello. If you want to say a quick hello, put up your hand. Now is your chance. Last chance to say a quick hello. Just scanning everyone. And Hank, feel free to share your link with everyone. You accidentally PM. And Hank, do you want to say a quick hello while we got you, Hank? You want to say a quick hello, Hank?
Good evening from the Gold Coast. This is Hank van der Merwe, or Hank VDM. I'm South African, and I've got to change because I've got a long Dutch name that no Australian can get. So I've just gone with the 3 letters. VDM will be fine. I'm a leadership development expert. I've been in the game for the past 20 years. I've had the privilege of working in 26 countries for some major clients. Also been very blessed to be mentored by the likes of Ken Blanchard, Fons Trompenaars from a cultural point of view, Dr. Martin Newman from an EQ point of view. So I've written a couple of books. I was listening to the lady earlier about a kids program. I've also written a kids program, and I'm about to tie up a deal with a Manchester United soccer player to be my brand ambassador. And we are taking that program global, and we're busy translating it into Spanish, Portuguese, Mandarin, Japanese, and there was one other in French. So yeah, pretty busy. Thank you for the energy. I've been loving watching. So the lady that's just been on, I agree. I've just been watching everybody's expressions and great energy here. Thank you.
Oh, Hank, we love you. Round of applause, Hank. And David Quinn Watson, we'll finish up with your thought, then go into the expert content.
Thanks, Ed. I just wanted to give a big shout out to the 4 people that I've picked up, have sent me a link share, Ted, Janine, Sandy, and Tom's. And if I have missed anybody, please just send me a direct message in the chat, and we can connect. And I really appreciate that offer that people have made to reach out and help that orphanage in Uganda.
Oh, brilliant. Love your work big time. So round of applause to David. So what we're going to do now, friends, keep up the networking. We've had a great session. We've only got about 15 minutes. We're going to do as much expert content as we can till things finish up. So if I can ask you, keep your microphones on mute, but keep networking, keep listening. And David Quinn Watson, you stick around because I'm going to bounce off you for some expert validation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit share screen. First things first, I'm just going to show you the cool stuff that's got coming up. So first things first, my very attractive friends. Legendary Lassie. Make sure you connect with Lassie, by the way. One of her side roles is that she's a team leader with Monet, health and beauty and skincare. And it's a great business opportunity. So if you're interested in that, just check out Lassie's online store, which is here. Feel free to sign up. If you've got any questions, just reach out to Lassie directly. The other one I want to share with you is our legendary LinkedIn influencer program and business community. If you really want to get into us and work with us on the next level and take off on LinkedIn in your business network, this is the program for you. Check it out. And also too, our next LinkedIn influencer workshop is coming up in a few weeks. We're on 10 a.m. Saturday, the 19th of November. That's 10 a.m. Saturday, the 19th of November. So click that link and book in right now. And the next thing I want to do, and I've got a favor that I want to ask all you winners. As you can tell, we've got more people. It's Networking Zoom, and a big thank you. Just to let you know what we're doing is that Lassie and I actually obviously succeeding. We're working harder and making our networking groups bigger. So you can see more people tonight. Thank you for coming. So what I want you to do is I want to ask for your help. So this is our live webinar on Monday. If you can, click this link right now and book on in, and please forward it to someone that you know would love it. So the more visitors you can bring to our wonderful events, the better it is for everyone. So please do that. So without further ado, let's dive in to the expert content. I've only got 14 minutes till we finish. Now, photo of the week is myself and my wonderful friend, Ranger Jamie. Now, the reason why I bring up this guy in terms of sales, Jamie's actually, I used to be a business coach some years ago before I went in the LinkedIn direction. And Jamie's actually one of my old business coaching clients I still work with to this day. Amazing guy. He's got about 50 staff now. The guy's only in his early 30s, an absolute genius. What's interesting about Ranger Jamie is he's a master salesman. And when he started his business, this is fascinating. His target market is primary schools and high schools across Sydney, right? To give you some context. This guy, when he started his business, would spend his whole day driving around from school to school in that Ranger outfit, giving them brochures about his programs and everything. And he's built a leading business as well. He's an amazing man. He's been on TV and everything. And what's interesting about him is that what makes Ranger Jamie so effective is his ability to sell. And it's not necessarily because he's suave or anything like that, but he does the numbers. And that brings me into the key point that I want to talk to you about today is that I want to talk to you about sales, selling, and daily wins. Now, a lot of you, as you know, I've really, really taken off of my own sales ability lately. I would say I'm not far from becoming a master salesman, but I'm working on it, right? But one of the biggest things that have really turned around my own views on sales that I want to share with you is all about daily numbers. One big disadvantage I find when it comes to a lot of sales training, I've sat through years and years of sales training, and what they all miss out is this one thing. They never, ever tell you that you've got to reach out to at least X people a day. I never actually heard that, right? I never actually heard that. I've always heard commentary on how to close better, how to get mindset right. And I'm all for that, but no one actually ever sat me down and actually said, Ed, you should reach out to at least 20 people a day or 30 or 10 people a day or whatever. And it was more that tactical advice that absolutely turned my sales results around. That's what I want to actually share with you, legendary winners, because here's the thing. The big message I'm sending to you tonight is speak to more people, because I've done a lot of surveys actually, and Christine Bell would be proud of me. I've done a lot of survey work where I've actually spoken to people and actually said this, how many people do you actually reach out to every day? Most people say no one, or like 2 or 3. No, you are not going to build a big business just reaching out to a few people a day. So here are a few thoughts I want to share with you, right? A few thoughts I just want to share with you. And we're going to bounce over to David Quinn Watson as quickly as possible. Sales is all about meet, like, know, and trust. Absolutely. Elon Musk says that too. And you know I love Elon Musk, and he's buying Twitter, he's bought Twitter, which is awesome. But even Elon Musk talks about meet, like, know, and trust. And a lot of people don't know this actually, but Elon Musk, yeah, the man's a genius, but he's actually a master salesman and he's a master networker. And I got a question for you, and I want you to type in the answers and have a chat with me. Why does everyone hate selling? Most people hate selling, right? And when you talk about selling, like, I'm not going to do it. So I want you to answer that question. And the next question, then why do people start to love it? Because interesting, I used to hate selling. I now consider myself a master salesman, or almost, give me another few months. But in 6 months, I'll be a master salesman. But here's the thing, right? Here's the big thing. I used to hate selling, but why do I love it? Again, some people are saying imposter syndrome, people don't have a business. I feel cringy about doing it. So a lot of reasons. But interestingly, I've started to love selling now. Hank, you're messaging me directly, Hank. Set it to public so everyone sees it. So make sure no one message me directly. Message everyone. So message everyone. So it's a good comment. Lily says, people hate sales because of rejection, preconception about sales. Hank says self-esteem, employee mindset. You guys get it. Then why do you start to love it? And I'll tell you what, I've really I really love sales these days, because to me, sales is ultimately connecting with people, and actually you really feel like your business is absolutely moving. So that's one of the big interesting things. So I got a few questions for you that I want to go straight to David Quinn Watson. Question 1, why do you want to be great at sales? Tell me why, and I'll tell you what my own answer to debate that. The reason why I want to be great at sales is because I know for me to achieve what I want in my life on a materialistic as well as spiritual level is that I need to have a big business. I need to be massively successful. And sharing stuff on LinkedIn is critical, but will only get you so far. I know that I need to be great at sales. I need to be great at connecting with a lot of people. And then it brings me to the next question. And I was going to read through some of the responses. Janine Vosper says, I can help people reach more goals. Georgina talks about it's more relationship building rather than selling. Brilliant. Yolanta wants to connect with people. Pat. Okay, good seeing you, Pat. Pat's an amazing lady. I've been a consummate enroller. Big shout for Amir Meshel, one of our team leaders. He couldn't make it today. Amir Meshel's a master salesman. Make sure you connect with Amir Meshel. He's amazing. He does the numbers and everything. So big shout from me, Mitchell. Lily loves it because it's challenging, and Mina's talking about how sales is communicating and building rapport. And I want to go through some of the responses here as well, right? Sales are the only thing that produce dollars for your business. Great line from David Quinn Watson. And and Karen's talking about I love connecting with people, and it's all that. So this brings us to the next point. And this is, to me, actually where I'm just going to bounce over straight to David Quinn Watson, right? I want to get David involved. What are you going to do about it each day? This is, to me, where a lot of sales training falls flat. And this is the gap in my knowledge that I recently filled. And this is what I'm trying to obviously work with you guys. I've spent so much time learning about how to close, how to build rapport, how to do this and how to do that. I'm all for that, but no one ever actually sat me down, with the exception of people like David Quinn Watson, subtracting him, but no one ever actually sat me down and said, Ed, how many calls are you making a day? You don't often hear that. You very rarely hear that. And my biggest thing is I spoke to a few of my mentors and educators and friends, and one of the things that I felt was very, very important was that the best place to start is by reach out to at least 20 people a day, reach out to at least 10 people a day. That is exactly the total details. And I agree with John, sales-led organizations are the ones that absolutely kick butt. And again, going back to Elon Musk talks about meet, like, know, and trust all the time. And interestingly, Elon Musk is actually a master salesman. A lot of people worship Elon Musk, as do I, but he's actually a master salesman, and a lot of people don't actually see that. Very fascinating. So, David Quinn Watson, I want to bring you up. David Quinn Watson, what do you think about what I've said so far? And what are some of your viewpoints on this, David Quinn Watson?
Well, Ed, I think you asked the question, why does everybody hate selling? And, as I said, I had a limiting belief about sales, and it was because of the experience I had with sales back in it was the very early 80s. And sales was high pressure. It was all about the salesperson getting the deal, nothing about the customer or the client being assisted. And there is still that way of selling, and used car salespeople are the classic example. Plenty of pictures of sleazy used car salespeople around on the internet, and even Danny DeVito played one in a movie. So I think we've all had that experience of somebody trying to sell us in a way that made us feel uncomfortable, and that stuck with us. And so when we are in the position of having to sell for ourselves, we think we've got to be like that person. And well, I know everybody, I would say that everybody in this room is not like that sort of person. That's why they don't like to do it. And in my experience, the only way around that is mindset. And actually, there's something that comes before mindset, and that's your beliefs. How you believe things, what you believe. And that's really my game. What I try to do in my business is work with people about that. People like you, Ed, you know a lot about what you need to do. And I totally agree that your 20 calls, 30 calls a day, the numbers game, and getting out there. I think that's the marketing side, because you're staying in touch with people. And then obviously the building of rapport, and listening to the client and understanding them, and closing are all techniques that you need to understand. And people like yourself, Ed, are masters of that. I don't pretend to go there. And that's why I call myself the other sales coach. I'm a little bit different.
Interesting on that one, because what I find is, and this is the key point I want to make to the audience, is that, and I'll be honest with everyone, I did not think I was that good at sales look, 6 months ago, I thought I was good at sales, right? I now feel like I'm great at sales, becoming a master, just because of the fact that I just talk to so many people every day. And to me, what I find is, when you start talking to so many people every day, that's when your skill really, really ramps up. So even if you're not that good at sales, if you start by talking to people every day, that'll really ramp up your skill set. What do you think on that one, David?
Yeah, absolutely. there's that phrase, practice makes perfect. Well, I don't think you can ever be perfect, but you can always learn. And practicing is what it's all about. So the more that you do, the more comfortable you're going to get because you train yourself. Learning is a process. I think everybody's probably heard of the 4 stages of learning. You start off with not knowing what you don't know. You're unconscious incompetent. And then you realize that you've got to learn something. You're a conscious incompetent. You're aware that you have to learn something. And then you become a conscious competent because you're actually then doing stuff, thinking about what you're doing, and you're actually achieving some things. And eventually you become an unconscious competent. Everything just becomes natural. We've all been through that, particularly if we've learned to ride a bike, or even when we were much younger, learned to walk. And now, most of us learn how to drive cars. We all do that sort of process. So the more you can do it, the quicker you're going to learn. I heard an interesting thing the other day that it's now possible to learn a new language in 3 months. And the way that you do that is to immerse yourself. You don't try to learn it by going to class. You go off to a country where you have to speak it. Now, the first week's going to be pretty terrible, but by the end of the 3 months, you know the new language because you've had to communicate and you've immersed yourself in it. And I think that's what you're really talking about, Ed, there by increasing the amount of interactions that you have with people and the potential for sales conversations to happen. That's how you become a master, because you just immerse yourself in that.
Yeah, so I actually feel like I'm becoming a master in a very short space of time. In fact, you just inspired me to ask the audience a question. I've got a question for everyone. And please be honest. If the answer's 0, please say it, right? How many people do you reach out to a day, be it on the phone or LinkedIn, for example, right? So just type in just a single, just the number. How many people do you reach out to a day? So I reach out to at least 20 people a day. That's just a standard default for me, right? And reach out can mean a lot of things. Reach out can mean, for example, I know Facebook sucks, but one thing I love about Facebook is Facebook tells you whose birthdays it is. I'll reach out to and wish 5 or 10 people their birthdays every day. That's an example. For example, we had a new person join our community today. I've been ringing them on the phone every second day to get them in there, right? Tomorrow, I'm following up on another client who's just on the edge of signing up. So I'm doing that type of thing. So again, I'm not here to, and by the way, a year ago, I wasn't reaching out to that many people a day. It's something I've really upped lately. So for example, my advice to everyone is reach out to at least 20 people a day, but I'm going to go through, I'm not going to name who because I'm here to support everyone, but a lot of people are saying 15, 20, but a lot of you are saying 3, 0, not enough, that type of thing, not enough. And you know that it's not enough. And my big advice to you amazing winners is that if you want to become a master salesperson, I'll tell you now, you becoming a master salesperson will absolutely revolutionize your life and your business. Okay, our business has grown by about 30% the past few months. It's awesome. But as you become a master salesman, you'll absolutely revolutionize your business and life. So my big takeaway and recommendation is start reaching out to at least 20 people a day. Aim for that. Build at least 20 people a day. Reach out to at least 20 people a day. I actually have reached out to over 50 people a day because I only had a meeting or 2. But start reaching out to more people because that will master your sales success. David, do you just want to add on to that point? Disagree, agree, reinforce it, de-reinforce it? What do you think, David Quinn Watson?
I totally agree. It just reinforces what I was saying earlier, Ed. The more that you do, the better you become, and it works for you.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, I'm just going to go through a few points. Reach out to at least 20 people a day. I absolutely love it. Chase people on the phone, especially if I have let's say someone's interested in buying my stuff and I know they're on there just signing up, I'll call them every few days. So you've got to be intelligent. You've got to chase people on the edge of signing up with you. And also, once someone signs up with me, I'll call them the next day to check in. And I have my own list of people that I really stay on top of. And that's my big advice to you. Like each of you will have people in your business that's important for you to stay connected and people on the edge that are signing up. And One of the biggest thing is that this is one of my biggest red pills I want to share with you lately. Listen good, by the way. Being great at sales is actually a liberating experience. It actually feels good. And I'll tell you why, right? When you become a master at sales and your business grows, you know you're the one doing that. You know it's your involvement in activity that's making it happen. It's a very liberating, satisfying experience, which is just fantastic. And here's the big thing. Focus on high-value people and treat them with respect and trust. So as you speak to a lot of people, it's going to be a real shake of the apple tree. You're going to have bad apples come out and good apples come out. The idea is to ignore the bad apples and focus on the good apples. So that's my big advice to everyone. Friends, if you've got any questions or thoughts, type them in now very quickly. David, can we get a closing thought from you? Because I love your savvy thoughts on this one. What's your closing thoughts, David, on sales and everything?
Well, I think it all starts with what you have up here in your noggin. And the great thing about you, Ed, is that you are positive, you have great energy, and you just radiate that all the time. And to me, that's because you have the right thought processes happening up here. You have the right beliefs about yourself and about how things should be, and you're congruent with all of that.
So just on that point, can you tell us what are say some top beliefs that we should have to be master salespeople? What's one of your favorite 1 or 2 top beliefs, David Quinn Watson?
Top belief to be a top salesperson is that I can do it.
Ooh.
What I say to people is another one is sales is easy, not sleazy.
I like that one.
So now you have to believe that, and you have to really feel it too. There's got to be the energy about that, so that your words and your actions flow on from that, and that produces the results.
Brilliant. Brilliant. I think we're over time now. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone. So my advice to you is everyone start reaching out to at least 20 people a day, and I promise you will transform your business and life in a subsequent month. So friends, we're over time. We'll finish up there. Can we please unmute, make tons of noise, and we're going to finish up there. Thank you, David. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
Thank you.